All right, let's dive into a massive question today, one that could totally shake up the markets. Is the age of gold, the ultimate safe haven for thousands of years, actually coming to an end? And is there a digital challenger ready to step up and take the crown? Well, it all kicks off with this. An incredibly bold prediction from one of the biggest voices in the crypto space, Michael Saylor. I mean, he's not just saying Bitcoin's going to do well. He is putting a date on it, predicting when it will flip an asset that's dominated human history for millennia. So the big question is, right, is he just blowing smoke? Or is there a real, solid case behind a statement this huge? That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to unpack the logic, look at the context, and figure out what this could all mean for the future of, well, everything. Okay, so to really get this prediction, we've got to look at the guy who said it. Who is the architect setting this 10-year countdown on gold's reign? So this is Michael Saylor. He's the co-founder of MicroStrategy, and he's become, without a doubt, one of the most vocal and influential Bitcoin bulls on the entire planet. For him, Bitcoin isn't just a currency. He sees this whole era as a modern digital gold rush. So let's be super clear about what he's saying. He is predicting that by the year 2035, the total value of all Bitcoin will be greater than the total value of all the gold ever mined. That would be an absolutely monumental shift in the financial world. Okay, so that's the what. But now for the really juicy part, the why. How does he build this argument? What's the foundation for such a dramatic forecast? So Saylor's argument really boils down to three key things. First, Bitcoin's supply is absolutely unchangeably limited. Second, you've got more and more people using it. And third, its importance on the world stage just keeps on growing. He thinks these three things are creating the perfect storm. And central to this whole thing is this idea of digital gold. It's this powerful analogy that says, hey, don't think of Bitcoin as money for your daily coffee. Instead, think of it like a digital gold bar, a way to store your wealth for the long haul, except you can send it anywhere in the world in minutes. Now, of all the points he makes, there is one that he hammers home over and over and over again, the absolute key to it all in his mind. It's programmed, mathematical, and just extreme scarcity. Just take a look at this timeline. It's kind of mind-blowing. By 2035, the exact year of his prediction, an incredible 99% of all the Bitcoin that will ever exist will already be out there. After that, new Bitcoin creation just slows to an absolute trickle. 99%. Just let that sink in for a second. By 2035, the supply is basically done. The rush to mine new coins will be pretty much over, leaving just the existing supply for what he bets will be a growing global demand. And that is the crucial difference, right? You can always print more dollars. You can theoretically find new gold mines. But with Bitcoin, that limit is hard-coded. Saylor's whole argument is that this mathematical certainty makes it a much better place to store your value in a really uncertain world. This prediction isn't just happening in a bubble. It's pouring fuel on a fire that's already burning pretty bright. We're talking about a massive, public debate, the old guard versus the new challenger. And the timing of these comments is just perfect because this whole conversation has totally exploded. It's moved from these niche internet forums right into the boardrooms of the biggest financial firms in the world. Seriously, gold versus Bitcoin is the new heavyweight title fight. So let's break down the matchup. In one corner, you've got the reigning champ, gold. It's ancient, it's physical, you can hold it in your hand, and it's been trusted for thousands of years. And in the other corner, you have Bitcoin, the modern, digital, borderless challenger, built entirely on that digital gold idea. This rivalry has been brewing for years, with passionate arguments on both sides. But now, it's about to go from online arguments to a formal, global stage. Yeah, the debate between the gold bugs and the Bitcoin maxis, it's no longer just a war of words on Twitter. It's becoming a full-blown, real-world event, dragging this whole conversation right into the mainstream spotlight. And here are the details. Crypto giant Binance is hosting a formal debate in Dubai this December. And check out this matchup. It's not just Bitcoin versus the idea of gold. It's Bitcoin versus tokenized gold. So we're talking digital tokens backed by real physical gold. It's a true digital-to-digital showdown. And Binance is not playing this down at all. They're literally calling it the showdown investors have been waiting for. That just tells you how much hype and, frankly, how much money is swirling around this exact question. For a lot of people watching the markets, an event like this, put on by a massive player like Binance, is the ultimate signal. This rivalry isn't some fringe idea anymore. Nope, it's an official, mainstream financial debate with billions of dollars on the line. So, let's just quickly pull all this together. We've got Michael Saylor's incredibly audacious 10-year prediction. We've dug into his core argument, which all comes back to that idea of extreme program scarcity. And now we see this whole debate is about to get its own main event on a global stage. All of this, the prediction, the logic, the upcoming showdown, it all boils down to one fundamental question. A question that every single one of us is going to have to think about as we look to the future. When it all comes down to it, when these two worlds, the digital and the physical, fully collide, what will we as a society choose to value most? Are we going to stick with the tangible thing that's worked for millennia? Or are we going to put our trust in a new, digital, and perfectly finite creation? The countdown to 2035 is officially on.